Somerton Beach, early morning, 1948. The shoreline is quiet, untouched, almost peaceful. Waves roll in without urgency, as if the world hasn't noticed what's waiting here. In a place this calm, no one expects a mystery, one that will outlive decades and refuse to give its name. A lone man sits by the seawall, perfectly calm, well-dressed, untouched by the morning. No movement, no urgency, just a stranger, waiting in silence. By morning, the silence is broken. Police step onto the beach, their notebooks already open. They study the scene carefully, searching for something that explains the impossible. But the shoreline offers nothing, only questions, and a mystery just beginning. On the table, investigators study every detail. The clothing is neat, carefully arranged. Then something unusual stands out. Every identifying label precisely removed. No name, no origin, only silence, and a man without a trace. Inside the examination office, answers are expected. Documents are reviewed, every detail measured with care. The findings raise more questions than comfort. Nothing appears ordinary, and the silence in the room feels heavier than before. Then, a hidden detail emerges. A tiny, folded paper, concealed with intent. A clue, waiting to be understood. The paper holds just 2 words. Tamam Shud, meaning it is finished. A message without context, yet heavy with intention. Not an ending, but the beginning of a deeper mystery. Investigators trace the words from an old poetry book. The Rubaiyat, worn by time yet filled with quiet meaning. Its pages suggest intention, not a coincidence. Another layer unfolds, and the mystery deepens. Hidden in the margins, strange markings appear, letters arranged with purpose, but no clear meaning. A coded message, silent and deliberate. Another mystery, waiting to be solved. Among the notes, a phone number stands out, carefully written, impossible to ignore. An investigator reaches for the telephone, dialing each number with quiet focus. Every click echoes in the room, waiting for a voice or another unanswered question. Inside a quiet living room, investigators ask careful questions. The woman answers calmly, choosing each word with precision. Her expression stays controlled, but the tension is impossible to miss. Details surface, then stop short. A conversation full of meaning, yet the truth remains just out of reach. Clues begin to connect on a crowded board of evidence. Notes, maps, and documents form a fragile pattern. Investigators search for logic, linking threads that refuse to align. Every connection suggests meaning, yet certainty remains distant. The evidence sparks unsettling possibilities. Maps and signals hint at something larger, beyond an ordinary investigation. Investigators consider quiet connections, shadows of a tense political era. Theory meets uncertainty, and the case grows deeper and far more complicated. Years begin to pass, but the files remain. Dust settles over unanswered questions, preserved inside fading folders. Leads fall silent, and the investigation slows with time. Yet the mystery refuses to disappear, waiting patiently for answers that never arrive. The shoreline looks unchanged as evening settles over the sand. Waves continue their quiet rhythm, indifferent to the mystery they once carried. Time has moved on, but the questions remain. Here, where it all began, the silence still holds its secrets. His identity remains unknown, and the mystery endures.